Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use Clovine, a project management tool that's really changing the way team collaborates. I spent the last week dividing into every features, comparing it to the other tools and organizing projects, each and everything to see how it stacks up. So before I get into the details, let me show you some of the coolest features which I discovered that are going to total up your project management game. So take a look at this, right? The way Clovine organize everything is next level, seriously. And here's another example. I manage a project using Clovine advanced feature, which I will show you, and the way its track progress was mind blowing. All right, so let's start from the beginning. So first thing first, creating an account. So before creating an account, obviously we just need to talk about the pricing here. So if I just go to the pricing section, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's obviously the fifth plan, right? Now here this is a free, so we can obviously I will show you the normal one. Now this is a standard plan, which is around $8. This is 11, and this is $16, right? Obviously 15.99 is equal to, you can say, $16. Right, now every plan will give you new features as compared to the old plan. If you want to have a look at this, you can visit the website, or you can pause this video and read it here. So let's get here. First of all, we will just go and choose a free one, right? So just go and click on get started. Now it's a Korean company, so usually the language change into Korean, so make sure you have selected English here. Right now it will ask you the ID. So right now I don't have the ID, so I won't be able to log in now, but I will use my Google ID to make an account. Then you have to fill up this information, right? So for example, let's say I will just write here my name, right? And round one, just go and click on next, right? So here they will ask you the country name. So let's say I will just go and select United States here. You can just go to the bottom. This is a little bit issue because the language doesn't change exactly fast, so I have to just go and click on here, make sure it is selected in English. Then here we can select the language. So let's go to the bottom and select USA. If you're not able to read it, then obviously you can just go and find the video with the you can find and just with the the number code, your country code. Then this is a contact number, and just go and click on introduce up to themselves, and just go and click on next, and then create an account. Right, so this is how you can create an account. Now welcome, Clovine membership is completed, and click on start Clovine. Right, so this is how you can set up an account. And if you live in Asian countries, then obviously you will find it really easy, or just make sure you use Google Translator, so it will help you to translate. Now this is how it's look. This is obviously the dashboard. On the left side, these are some of the features which we will go one by one. On the top right, there's a profile icon. Right now we are using the free version, right? And this is a create a new workspace, so we can create a workspace. So all right, what's cool about Clovine is that you can set up notification preferences right from the start. This means you will only get alerts from the things that matter most to you, no unnecessary spam. Right, so you can just go and click on create a new workspace, and here choose your emoji, or obviously let me just go and click on it. Let me choose here, so I will just write here work space 1 and click on getting started. So this is how you can create your own workspace. You can create as many workspace as you want. So this is the first workspace. We can just, you can see here, this is what we just created. You can open it up, you can click on the three dots, and you can just edit each and everything here. So once your project is created, you can start adding your team. Simply invite team by email or share a link, right? And let me just switch to English, which is in the bottom left side corner. And in this way, it's work pretty good. I will just go and click on this workspace here, which we just created out. And here you can see welcome to Clovine workspace, a space that changes the flow of a project. Right, so we need to answer some of this question, and also we need to set up this up. Where are you currently working on? So we have to select these industries. I will just go and select here entertainment. I have the next question, please tell us more specific industry. So we can just go, and here I will just write here content creation. You can select up to you whatever your section is, whatever your niche is. Now what's your job? So I will just go and select your marketing. Click on interesting. How many people are you working with? I'm working with 2 to 5 people. So you can select up to your requirement. Have you ever used a project management tool? So I will just, yeah, I have used it, but I will select here no, right? And click on we are almost done. How do you plan to use Clovine? So here I want to record my to-do list, right? And you can select more than one here, right? So I want to manage my schedule, and right now we should proceed here. Now they are giving us the preset. So preset is something like this, which is already made. So for example, we can just go and select here design. This is for the HR, this is for the IT. Now let's go and select for the design. So here you can see agile scrums here. It means they are showing some of this more templates. So I will just use here Google Design Sprint, and here in the bottom right side corner you can just go and select here. So this is a relation template, so here you can just use any one of them. So I will just write here customer inquiry and click on here. Although in my browser this doesn't open properly, as you can see here I have to reduce the screen size to 90% here. Authority template, so I can just go and choose here viewer. This is a limited authority to only check the status of the project. I can select more than one option, so I'll select all here and click on next. Now here I can invite my team member, which I was just talking about. So you have to enter the email address, or you can just go and click on invite with account. You have to enter the user ID, right? So it's much more easier if you just use the email and just go and click on invite. So number of invitation available, that is 99, so you can work with 99 people at once. Now everything is done, as you can see here, completed. Go to the create a project, so click on it. Now here we, to create a project, we can go from scratch or we can use a template. So as you can see here, we are already using a template. So I will just write here project one. We have to name it. Now project schedule is for around, let's say, for the 2 months, right? I've selected the date. Okay, I need to select the earliest date as possible, so let's say this one, and click on next. So all user in the workspace will have access to the project, yes. And you can also give a specific selected members to access of this project. You can create a group. This is a project manager, which is me, right? And evaluate each task depending on its performance and evaluation points in various way. You can, this is optional. I don't want to do this. I will just go and click on create project. You can add your member just by inviting here to your project. So in this way you can create a project, and this is the dashboard how it's look. So for example, this is a project one. So first of all, for example, this is just a brainstorming. I use it Clovine like a brainstorming. So I sit with my team and we discuss on every project for whatever creation or whatever the videos we are going to create. For example, for this channel, for the Filex Express, we decide, for example, this is a, here it is a Express. So in a weekly, how many videos are we are going to upload on which topic and why we have selected the topic. So in this way we can just drag and, I can just go and click on drag and zoom, and this way now I can just move it properly, right? So for example, if I want to add something, so on the, let's go one by one here, right? So as you can see here, this is the dashboard. It will show you the summary here of all your projects and everything, right? Let's go back, and this is an overview. So it will show you the overview of the project, right? So for example, there's a not a single project in a progress, ready 5, and all this everything here, right? The due dates and everything, right? And this is a task, and let's go and create a task first of all. So here to move it, as you can see here, I'm not able to move the screen, right? So on the top right, you can see here there's option which is called drag and zoom. You can also use shift plus Z, right? And then you can just move it, right? So now I want to create a project. So for example, I have to decide the topics here. So I will just go and click on add task here on the top right, and I will just write here topic section, right? There's a task here. The priority is around 100%. I can select the level of the priority of each task. As well, I can assign the members. So for example, if I just go and click on assignee, I can assign it, or everyone should be involved in this task. So I will select here all, and then just go and click on OK. If you assign, so if if you have already invited your team and they have joined your project, then only you will able to assign them. So once I go and click on OK, so please enter the task name. So okay, I need to enter here topic selection, right? Click on OK. As you can see here, we got just created, this was a topic selection, and this is it. So although I just want to move it like this, so I don't want this, so I can just go and delete it, or I can remove the transparency from here, right? So this is really kind of convenient, but sometimes I face some kind of issues. For example, I want to delete this, so I'll just go and click on delete, right? I will just go and click on OK. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes, I'm sure here. So this is a topic selection. As you can see here, the priority was around 98%. That's why this is showing there's a star of priority. If I want to give the priority to it, so I can select it. For example, this is 100%, so it will show up 100%, right? If I set a priority to 36%, so I can set a priority of 36%. So in this way, for example, inside project one, there are 6 tasks, which you can see here. There's a number, right? I can also expand in this way, right? This looks really nice. So if I just go and click on expand, it will show me up here. Now this is one of the project which we just created. Now let's just go and click on here. Now I can add the topics, right? So for example, I will just write here topic 1, topic 2, and obviously there's a, I can add a link, I can add images, insert table, right? So that is really interesting. So I want to insert a table like this, so I will just write here as a number, right? Topic name and SEO or something like this, right? So I can just go and enter the, if I just press the enter, you can see here it will get expand here. If I place my mouse here, press the enter, so obviously it's not creating the next one, how it's created over the word, Microsoft Word. So I will just have to create something like this more. So in this way I can create a table, right? And here you can just enter your approval name, you can put it as a private, public, you can add approval, so you can add your team member here if they are working on it. So it's really become interesting here. For example, that if there's some task which is assigned to a certain people on your team, or it is only assigned to you, so if I just go and select here my task, so only my task will be shown here. If I want to search any of the task here, I can search it any of the task, right? I have to just enter the keyword, I have to just enter the name, right? So this is how you can create it, and you can customize your workflow project management completely, whatever, however you like it, right? So for example, I like this one, so I can just go file manager, right? So for example, this is a decide, so I can just enter it, right? For example, this is selected one, right? And I can just go and click on add task, and let's say decide to, it should be assigned here, or I guess, yeah, so it is assigned here. And I will just go and click on cancel. As you can see here, it is decided. So you can just make a something delta, like so many, tentacles projects which you can manage it. So it's become really easy, and it's gives us very ease of use. If I just go to the relation section here, by the way, in the task list, Clovine dashboard has a task board view, like similar to Kanban style, which we already just saw. So you can see at the glance what done, so what is in progress and what's coming up. You can drag and drop tasks in different columns as you go along. It's make project tracking feel super intuitive. But that's not all. You have the Gantt chart view. This is great for visualizing your entire project timeline. You can see which tasks overlap and where things might get delayed. The real kicker, you can adjust these timelines with a simple drag and drop, making real-time adjustment ease. And if you're working with a team that need to log their time, Clovine has a time tracking feature. And here you can see this is a Gantt chart here. On the left side, you will see there was another option which is called Kanban board. So I can just go and view it from here. So this is really interesting, as well as very simple to do it. And okay, so once your project is up, as you can see here, and running, it's time to measure the progress, right? So Clovine has some solid reporting tools that let you generate report on task completion, task performance, and overall project health. If you need to get granular, or you can filter report by thinking, like for example, I can just go back to summary and overview, where it show me the summary and everything here, right? So it's really interesting. And if you're like me, you love the analytics dashboard, which shows you trends over times and everything here. Let me go to the overview. Here we can just find it, how many progress has been made and where things might be slowing down, so you can just easily identify from here, right? So that is really interesting. And you can see here, this is a task list, this is what is happening, what's the progress, how much done, right? And which progress has been moved to the completed sections. If I just go to the task section, let me show you how it's show. And if I just go to my Kanban board here, right, and this is a decide to, for example, it has been completed, right? Now if I just go to the overview, it will show me that one task has been completed, as you can see here, right? So this is how it's happened, and it will show you all the team members and what's the progress, how much they're working. So it's really nice. And I can just go and in the feed section, and here I can just find all my tasks and everything. And this is a member section. If you're working with a large team, you can just go here, you can check how much and from where and what person is working on, what's the permission they have got, what's the role and everything. This is a drive section. So for example, if you have added any of the link or Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever cloud file links that you have added in any of the section, any of the task list, automatically it will show up here and you can access all them at once, right? Now this is a setting, so obviously there's some of the changes which you try to do it. So here you can do it, you can change the name, right? You can schedule the project, you can change the timeline. So just a basic overview changes which you can do. Now, if I just go back to my profile here, if I just go back to the dashboard, so this was the one project, right? Obviously, Clovine provide you a way to work on a lot of projects at the same time. So you can create as many projects as you want, a to-do list, a memo, and to-do feed, and whatever the task status which is happening will show up here. So this is the official dashboard of Clovine. You can see the main dashboard, and this is how basically it's work. I can create a project from the top left side corner. I can create a project and I can just do it. This is a dashboard, this is a portfolio, so I can access each and everything from here, right? And this is a return to main page right here. Obviously we'll go there because we are working in the workspace one, right? And for example, this is how it's work. For example, there is something called there's a dashboard of Clovine. You can create workspace. Inside workspace, you can create as many projects in one workspace, and you can move to the second workspace. There you can create another kinds of projects, right? And on the top right side corner, this is widgets. So this is a customization. You can just change it, right? So it's really, if you like it, you can do this. Now let's click on return to main menu, and this is a main menu here. This is how it's looked. So this is the one workspace which I just shown you and how you can create it. This is a payment section where obviously if you have chosen any plan, then you can choose here, and there's a link given in the description, by the way guys. If you buy it from there, obviously that's the official link, you will get a heavy discount on it, right? Now this is an integration tool, so obviously it get integrated with the Slack, right? Because I personally use Slack for the communication between my team, internal team, and you can just integrate on the Slack here. This is a schedule, so you can just schedule your project and how it's going. And this is a YouTube or Clovine blog. So this is a social handles of Clovine, you can say that, right? Now that's all. So all right, so let's wrap things up here for the few best practices to help you get the most out of the Clovine. Start by creating a broad outline of your project. Don't worry about getting everything perfect from the start, and obviously it gives you a lot of freedom how you can change it on by yourself. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so never miss a video. If you have got a question, leave the comment in the box and I will happy to help. And if you want to try Clovine yourself, check out the link in the description. Thanks for watching this video.